the tech in this phone is insane. But the next big leap in perception may not be for us at all. It might be for our cars. Imagine a vehicle that can see clearly through rain, fog, darkness, and glare, not just guessing where objects are, but mapping them with ridiculous detail. That's the world Arbe Robotics is trying to build. The company is called Arbe Robotics, ticker RBE, recently trading a little over $1 a share. And no, this is not just another random auto part stock. Arbe is trying to reinvent radar itself, and they've just teamed up with a small company you might have heard of, NVIDIA. In this video we'll break down what Arbe actually does, why some people see huge upside here, and the very real reasons this is still a speculative penny stock. Quick reminder, I'm not your financial advisor. This video is for educational and informational purposes only, and is not financial advice. Penny stocks and small caps are very risky, and you can lose all your money. So always do your own research or talk to a licensed professional. Let's start with the tech. For decades, automotive radar has been pretty basic. It's fine for simple cruise control. Something is 40 meters in front of you, but it struggles with detail. Traditional radar can't reliably tell the difference between a metal bridge overhead and a stopped truck in your lane. That's not good enough for true autonomy. Arbe's answer is what they call 4D imaging, or perception radar. Instead of low-resolution blobs, their system produces a high-resolution point cloud of the environment. Think of thousands of precise dots representing cars, pedestrians, bikes, guardrails, even a lone tire lying on the highway. Arbe claims around 100 times the resolution of older radar systems. The big advantage? Radar doesn't care about bad weather. Where cameras get blinded by sun glare or darkness, and LiDAR can struggle in rain or snow, radar just keeps going. Arbe's pitch is that their perception radar can give vehicles that all-weather, always-on layer of superhuman sight that autonomous systems need as a safety backbone. So at a high level, Arbe is not selling a little gadget. They're trying to become the eyes and situational awareness layer for the next generation of driver assist and self-driving systems. So where's the potential upside? Arbe isn't selling directly to consumers. Their entire business model revolves around design wins. Step 1. Convince Tier 1 suppliers, the big companies that build components for major automakers, to adopt Arbe's radar chipsets and software. Step 2. Those Tier 1 South win contracts with large car makers. Step 3. Every vehicle model that uses Arbe's tech becomes a multi-year revenue stream while that model is in production. If that sounds slow and lumpy, that's because it is. But once a design is locked in, it can last for years. Importantly, the story isn't just about passenger cars. Arbe's radar is also being tested for industrial robots, drones, and maritime safety anywhere machines need reliable perception in tough conditions. The piece that really made investors pay attention recently is their collaboration with NVIDIA. Arbe's radar data is being integrated into NVIDIA's DRIVE platform, basically the toolkit that a lot of automakers and autonomy players use for AI and mapping. Is that partnership a guarantee of success? No, but when the leading name in AI compute chooses to work with you, it's a serious stamp of technical credibility and a potential fast track into more pilot programs. Analysts currently rate the stock around a moderate buy, with price targets roughly in the mid-$1 range. Above where shares trade today. The market cap sits in the low hundreds of millions, which is tiny compared to the size of the autonomy and advanced driver assistance market they're chasing. If breakdowns like this help you sharpen your own research, hit like and subscribe to Penny Stock Pulse so I know to keep making more deep dives like this. Now let's talk about the part most promo videos skip, the risks. Arbe today is essentially a pre-massive revenue company. Over the last 12 months, total revenue has been well under $1 million. While they're spending many millions on research, development, and the rest of the business, they are not profitable, and they won't be for a while. This is a classic cash-burning R&D story where the income statement looks ugly. Until big design wins actually convert into production orders, auto timelines are also brutal. Even if an automaker loves Arbe's tech today, turning that into a production program can take years. There's engineering, testing, safety validation, negotiations, and then ramp up. Meanwhile, salaries and R&D bills are due every month. Competition is intense as well. Other radar companies, LiDAR makers, camera plus AI stacks, everyone is fighting for the same spots in the sensor suite of future vehicles. Automakers will not bet their safety reputation on unproven vendors lightly. And finally, as a penny stock, Arbe is exposed to all the usual small cap risks, potential future dilution if they need to raise more capital, high volatility when news hits, and sentiment whiplash if the market cools on autonomy or high-growth tech. So you're not buying a stable, cash flow machine here. You're making a speculative bet that Arbe can convert its technical lead into commercial wins before the cash runway gets too short. So where does that leave us? On the positive side, Arbe has genuinely innovative radar technology that aims to solve real limitations of legacy sensors. Exposure to huge markets like advanced driver assistance, autonomy, robotics, drones, and more. And a high-profile collaboration with NVIDIA that validates the tech and could open doors. On the negative side, you have tiny current revenue and ongoing losses. Long and uncertain automotive sales cycles, heavy competition, and all the usual small-cap volatility and funding risk. In other words, ARBE is not a steady it's a high-risk, high-uncertainty story built around the idea that their perception radar becomes a key building block of future autonomous systems. If you're the kind of investor who likes deep tech, is comfortable with speculative small caps, and understands that this could go to zero if things don't break their way, Arbe might be worth watching and researching further. If you prefer established cash-generating businesses with clean financials, this probably isn't your lane. What do you think? Is 4D radar the missing piece for safer autonomy, and is Arbe the right horse to bet on? Let me know in the comments. If you found this breakdown helpful, please tap like, subscribe to Penny Stock Pulse for more research-driven penny stock analysis, and turn on notifications so you don't miss the next deep dive. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next one.